Good evening, and welcome to Riderpiece Theater. Me, Alistair Dayhawk, and tonight, me proud to present Kamen Rider Geats, episode 36, The Grand Exit. Guys, we only have 4 episodes left until episode 40, and once we hit 40, the last 10 episodes. Oh man, the last 10 episodes. I don't want to see Geats go, but Jesus Christ. This season is good. And this episode was exposed a lot of things. Deals offered, jobs offered, and just the curtains falling down upon certain writers, and also a character has been defeated, and which means we have an actor receives the flowers. We're not gonna see him again, maybe towards the final episode, but as of right now, he is gone forever because he just received his flowers. So let us continue with this story, shall we, where we left off. So Niram offers Win with a job. Win was like, no, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. I'm tired of this. Am I going to get my memories intact still? Because remember, Niram got his orders from Seru saying that the grand exit is gonna start, and they're gonna do the preparations. And Niram says, yes, if you do this job, your memories will still be intact, so don't worry about it. And it involves Ace, so hopefully that interests you. And we move on to the continuation between Evil Greenhouse Man Clone and Michinaga. They have their fight, and their fight really exposed Michinaga because the clone easily beats Michinaga. He gives Michinaga his first L, and it exposed Michinaga's weakness. He is invincible when fighting Kamen Riders, but when fighting monsters, and maybe other than Kamen Riders, he is weak. So you saw in this fight that weakness. And Michinaga, falls off a cliff. He's okay. And Evil Greenhouse Man takes the ID cores, but then encounters the Mistress of Games and Kermit the Frog with a deal. And now we head back to the waiting lounge with Ponchichi, head quotes, and Neon and Sarah, and they're talking about Daichi's demise, and which, by the way, I don't want to go into a mini rant, but it's just, K-Wall, why did you entrust Daichi with your secret knowing that he threw you on the bus? Neon too, like, why did you put your trust in this man? Because now you know the truth that Daichi sold you out to Michinaga. That's your own fault for not being cautious enough and just trusting in this kid. That's your own fault. But it doesn't matter anymore because Daichi at the moment is gone. And then Sarah asks Neon, like, what do you want out of this? Like, what's your dream world? And it cuts right there because we get to the scene with Jean and Niram. Obviously, Jean is surprised to see Niram back. And Niram tells Jean about the grand exit and also asks Jean to do a little negotiation. And of course, Jean was like, look, I'm not going to do anything at least until I get some answers out of you, which is what happened to Ace's mom, like what led up to to her turning into a statue and all that stuff, because Jean knows why Ace is going after the higher ups of the DGP. He knows why, and he just wants answers. And Niram's response was, "Oh, we're working on it." Dude, I don't trust you. You know something. Either whether he knows something or not. Like, I don't trust him. He knows things. But we all know Niram. He does not give out answers freely at all. And so his response is, "Well, we're working on it." And and Jean is gonna go deal with the very problematic supporter. Yeah. So Michinaga warns Ace about the clone, and Ace's response was, he was smiling like, you're warning me? You're warning me? And Michinaga is like, "Usai, shut it," and he walks away. Ace is wearing him down or something, because we all know, at least for me, Ace sees Michinaga not only just as a rival, but he sees him as a close friend. And you can tell in the past when he joined the JGP that he was upset that he made that choice, but to work with him and just, I don't know, it's just having him close just makes Ace feel excited and happy, and to notice these things that normally Michinaga does not do was like, oh, I'm wearing him down. And then Ace gets ambushed by Win, and Win tells him about the grand exit, also tells him that I know what went down after my passing, so I'm caught up with the news thanks to Sumuri. And then we get back to the Jamoto greenhouse, where Kermit the Frog makes a deal with him. He is proposing a deal where Azu 2.0 will approach the goddess of creation and wishes for the fallen Jamoto to be brought back to life in exchange for the death of Sarah. Let me say something before I continue this. Kermit the Frog, God, the moment Kawa discovers the truth, whether or not Sarah is still alive or not, he's going to get pissed off at you. He's going to feel so betrayed that he will hunt you down. And I can imagine the confrontation between him and Kawa. And I already imagine, like, why did you do this? Why did you try and stage, my older sister's death? What's going on here? Well, I did it for you, Kawa, for you to become the writer you were meant to be. I did it for you. And this is where I want to say this. Kermit the Frog is trying to create his own personal Batman, his own personal Spider-Man in Kawa. What do these two superheroes have in common? They had their loved ones killed because they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. And because of that, it made them the heroes they are today, if it makes any sense. Yes, my grammar sucks, but And he's trying to do the same thing here with Kawa, but the difference is you're planning for Keiwa's sister to die in order for him to become who he's meant to be, I guess. You're the one who is planning on someone's death, and he doesn't see that. Like, taking this you're taking this way too far. You're committing murder here. But once the truth comes out, whether Sarah is alive or not, Kayla's gonna end Sarah if they're gonna come after you. And it's not gonna be pretty. It's not. But if Sarah dies, then there's nothing for Kayla's morals to hold him back. Because I'm sure that Kayla will hunt him down. Unless first Kermit will pin the blame maybe onto Azu 2.0, maybe to a fellow writer like Ace or a Michinaga. At least have his anger deflected to somebody else before he turns around and the anger hits him. If it makes any sense. I understand what he's trying to do, but murder is murder, man. My God. I did it for you, Keiwa. I did it for you. And besides, when you win, you will bring back your sister and your family and all the other people slain by the squid monsters. Everything is great. No, man. No. It's going to be very, very bad. Ugh. So we get back to Neon and Sarah and Ponchichi, hit air quotes, and all the two of them were shocked to hear what came out of Neon's mouth. So at first, Neon tells her story to get Sarah caught up to the events leading up to now, and then it leads to her dream world where Neon no longer exists. Sarah was crushed for obvious reasons. Now that she gets to know this girl who she started watching online with the chase and the Men in Black catching her, the Neon show. Like, are you serious? Like, why are you asking that for yourself? Why are you taking away my memories of you? I love you. I support you. I'm your number one fan. Why are you doing this? And Neon's response is, I was never meant to exist anyway. I came from a freaking wish. I feel broken inside. Like, I'm sorry. I think it's best for everybody to have you guys' memories of me, the world's memories of me being wiped out. It's for me to find happiness and peace. And Sarah was like, she can't believe what she had heard. She leaves. And then Keiwa, coming from behind the couch, just pretty much took the words out of my mouth. Neon, why are you doing this? What about me? Why are you doing this to me? I've known you since the beginning, episode 1, and we've been through so much together. Are you going to take away my memories of you? Are you going to take away Ace's memories of you? Are you going to tell Ace? Obviously not, because, they're opposite sides at the moment, but come on, like, you can't do this to yourself. Is this what you really want to do? And Neon was like, look, your memories of me will be gone, but I'll be okay. I'll be living with Kiru in the future, so everything is cool. First of all, you don't know that because you know how wishes are. Like, you say one thing, but it can mean another thing. Like, the end result will say, yeah, you wish for that, but you never meant for it to happen that way. So Neon thought it was the right thing for her to do, but Keiwa asked a very important question. Is this what you really want? And after these responses from Keiwa and Sarah, she's like, I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. God, Neon. You're gonna. Well, we all know that Neon will stick around to the end. We all know that. I'll be shocked in the finale if it is otherwise. But Neon, come on. No one wants you to be gone. No one does. And speaking of which, you have disgraced Papa Neon and Niram. In this scene, nothing much. It's just like, look, Niran tells disgraced Papa Neon that, hey, we're gonna do the grand exiting. You could join us, keep your memories intact, or I could have your memories erased. And Papa Neon was like, so this is how you think of us, like of our world? Once our usefulness is at an end, you discard us and leave? Really? But Niram just like came back at him like, what do you know of happiness? You don't know anything. You don't even love your own daughter. Even the fake one that you wish for. You don't know what happiness is. And Niram just, his happiness is like eating that ramen. He feels happy. That's his happiness. And then this is the funny thing that I just noticed too. When Niram and Disgrace Papa were like across from each other, like Niram is short, guys. He's short. And when he was arguing to Papa Neon, it's just like I find it funny when Niram tries to argue with him, and it's just the reaction and the height difference. It's just made it so funny. I thought he was short, but it's just that scene of him just face to face, and Niram's looking up to his face, trying to talk to him, and Papa Neil is like talking down at him because he's short. Yeah, something that I've noticed. Niran loves his food. That's his happiness, eating food. I'm surprised he ain't fat. And then we get to the two-man power trip. Michinaga and his drawings. He's an artist, guys. That scene of him with the chalk, and it was pretty funny. It was pretty cute. And he's a horrible artist, but it's cute. And then Ace comes in with a bag of goodies, and Ace is like, hey, what is this? Is that your hit list? That's me, that's Sarah, that's Keiwa. I'm sure the one with the X is Daichi. And then he added his own drawing. So he takes the chalk and draws Punkjack, and the look on Michinaga's face is like, damn, he's good. And then Ace looks at him and like, you got that reaction. You said I'm good, right? And like, Michinaga's like, shut up, man. And then they have dinner together. And then Ace, asks Michinaga, like, what's the point of hunting down Kamen Riders? What's the point of you playing the role of an anti-hero? Like, what is this? And Ace says, mentions, is you hunting down riders your way of saving them? Like, what's going on here? Like, what is this facade? Like, you don't need to be an anti-hero anymore. Become a hero just like me. Come on. And he asked Michinaga a very important question. You're in this scenario where you are seeing a rider, or maybe a group of riders, getting beat up by monsters. would you walk away or would you save him? And Michinaga's response was like, I don't care. I don't care. And he just quickly like gets something from the soup and eats it and like, I'm not gonna answer this. I'm not. I don't care. You can tell Ace is wearing him down. Like, I think he starts to see the real Michinaga because for years he's been seeing angry Michinaga, but this time, however, Ace is getting to see who Michinaga really is without the anger and the anti-hero foresaw thing. And then we get to see Sarah and Neon, and they have a moment together, and they apologize to each other. And Sarah makes this thing where, look, regardless of what happens, I will always remember you, and you'll be my number one. You're gonna be my number one star. And I can tell that Neon was about to cry, but they hug each other, and then Invisible Man Kayla was behind, trying to hide while listening in, and it's funny because my God, like if I was in that place, and I'll be like, okay, I see two girls and this guy stalking them. It will look so awful. Kayla being a stalker. Of course he's not. He's trying to hide while trying to protect his sister. But if you have an outsider, a random Kamen Rider looking at this situation and like, is this guy Tycoon stalking these two women? It will look so bad. It will be a funny scene in the next episode. Like let's say I will be a Kamen Rider seeing Kayla stalking two women. I'll be in the waiting lounge and like, dude, are you stalking these two girls? What's going on here? And just the response of Kayla is like, dude, no, I'm not stalking them. I'm getting off track here. So Kayla is playing Invisible Man. The girls are hunting down ID cores, and then Kayla spots the two-man power trip, and he is very concerned now because the girls don't know that the boys are up in the cliff somewhere, maybe getting ready to transform and attack them. And Michinaga was about to, but Ace is like, no, not yet. And then the girls get ambushed by the clone and his squids. And we all know why the clone is targeting the girls. Remember the deal. Now Kayla and Michinaga are in a pickle now. Michinaga, like, he stands there, but you turn at Ace, he turns around, looks at Michinaga, and he's just waiting for that answer. Like, is he gonna stay and leave Sarah to die? Or is he gonna jump in? And Kayla's situation, he knows he wants to save his sister, but if he does, he's gonna get exposed. But Kayla knows that it doesn't matter. I mean, your sister is getting killed here, so he just jumps in, transforms, and saves his is he little sister or older sister? I think it's older sister. Either way, he saves her and saves Neon as well. They escape. The clone tries to follow them, but that's when Ace jumps in and stops the clone. I don't understand what's your deal with Kayla's sister, but either way, you're not passing. Sorry, you're not. And then the clone was like angry, but also he sees this moment as an opportunity to kill the killer of the Jamotos, the bane of the Jamotos. And then here comes Michinaga coming in, And of course, the clone was shocked to see Michinaga teaming up with Ace. And he responds with, "What's going on here? I thought that you're hunting down riders. Why are you teaming up with your rival, your mortal enemy, so to speak?" And Michinaga's like, "Dude, I'm still doing that, but for right now, you have something that I want. I want those ID cores, so fork him over." And then Ace looks at him and is like, "Are you still keeping the facade? You're being dishonest here." And Michinaga's like, "Shut up, man. Shut up." Shut up. um, they transform, they have their fight. And then we get to the cutscene with Keiwa, Neon, and Sarah. And this is where Sarah's like, "Keiwa, what the hell are you doing here?" And Keiwa's like, "Rescuing you, of course." And Sarah's like, "What? So you've been with us the entire time? Like, what's going on?" And they have their sibling spat, and Neon was there to break him up. Like, "Guys, look, you both love each other. You did things in order to protect the other. Let it go now. It's over. Come on, it's over." And Sarah's still upset, but you know what? It's fine. I have my brother here to protect me. I have Neon here to protect me as well. We have our own little clique now. And Sarah pretty much said, like, "I know what I want now." And her wish is to protect Neon's happiness. I would do anything to I would do anything and everything to protect Neon, and doing that fist. And I have to say this: both actors of Keiwa and Sarah, like, I don't like, are they true siblings in real life? No, but they play it really well. And to me, again, Sarah was Keiwa during the earlier arcs. And I mean, it's really cool, and I like that scenery a lot. And they form their little clique. And then we move on to the battle scene between the two-man power trip and the clone, the evil greenhouse man clone, and the squids. And I feel like the stunt team, has done an awesome job in this season. I have to give kudos to them again, if I haven't already. And I appreciate a lot about what I appreciate a lot about this battle is that two things. One thing is that Ace still uses the Mark II form, knowing that if he uses it for long, he will go to sleep mode. But what I enjoy most is that he uses it for a little bit and then transforms into the laser form and finish the enemy off. That's something I enjoy and appreciate very much. At least he doesn't discards that form. He uses it and then upgrades it. And then another thing, it's a funny take. He kicks Michinaga, and that kick bounces off of Michinaga and hits the clone instead. And Michinaga was like, "Dude, why did you kick me?" And Ace responds with, "Aren't you invincible?" Like, and he uses the gun and shoots him, and it phases him. Like, it doesn't affect Michinaga whatsoever. It's just making his point. And so Michinaga uses the monster buckle and defeats the clone and takes the ID core. And Ace turns around, but there's no body. There's no body. There's flames, but there's no body. And then we get this sad scene. Evil greenhouse man gets to be killed twice. He gets eaten, and now he is officially dead in this around here. You see him dying on the ground. He drops a couple of broken ID cores. And we get this scene where he is dying. And he is a place in white. And you see all these squids running towards the clone. And just crying that their creator is dying. And the evil greenhouse man clone was like, look, I'm sorry. I tried my best to give you guys a new world for you guys to live in. After everything these writers and the DGP has put you guys through. You know, here's towards a world for the Jamotos. And he passes away. While Azu 2.0 and Kermit the Frog watches on with the look of disappointment on her face, because Kermit the Frog, as of right now, he's a statue. He has no reaction. And then, of course, they're disappointed at the fact that their plan failed. Not at the fact that this monster died right in front of them. So Azu approaches the broken cores and picks up one in particular core. It's Daiji's core. So obviously Azu 2.0 is gonna bring back Daichi. I'm not sure if he's gonna come back as a half Jamoto like Michinaga or a full-blown Jamoto. We don't know yet, but he's gonna be back. And then Gene steps in and tries to negotiate between Azu 2.0 and Kermit the Frog because he wants the Vision Driver back. So I'm sure Niram told Gene, hey, we want the Vision Driver back and I'll give you answers about Ace's mom. So Gene wants the Vision Driver, but obviously Azu 2.0 is like, no, I'm not going to give it to you. Also, Gene warns the two sponsors, like, hey, the grand exit has begun. I'm here to let you know. Azu 2.0 is like, nah, I like it here. You know, I want to squeeze this lemon of fear and misery because I like it here. I love it. But Gene warns her about not only Seru, but also the consequences of her staying. Because apparently, according to Gene, and I quote, for those who pass through the gate and gets left behind will no longer exist when the grand ending brings things to an end. Remember, all these sponsors from the DGP are from the future. So if they stay in the world where the grand exiting is either starting or ending, they cease to exist. It's over for them. So I think this grand ending is more than just erasing people's memories in regards to the DGP and its secrets. It's more to it than that. I assume that Seru is going to destroy the world. That's what I think. It's more to it than just erasing memories. But yeah, that is the end of episode 36. Another great episode. Seeing the two-man power trip, you know, and just seeing what Michinaga really is. Yes, he's an angry bull, an angry buffalo, but he has qualities of a hero, even though he wants to deny it. And he is warming up towards Ace, and Ace sees it. He sees it. And he's here for it. So now that Keiwa has been exposed, what's gonna happen to Ponchichi? Is Ponchichi gone? Oh, Yuya, still keep Ponchichi on. Still have Keiwa hiding behind the couch. Still do that. Please do it. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I want it to continue. I really do. Keiwa playing the role as Ponchichi is hilarious. It's hilarious because eventually, once he knows the truth, or Sarah gets killed and knows the truth, he's gonna be no more Mr. Nice Guy. No more Mr. Nice Guy. So let us keep Ponchichi a little bit longer, please. And the DGP preparing their luggage and moving to a new world. And, Niram is short and loves food. And, oh yes, the clone, evil greenhouse man, is dead. So that means no more Jamotos, at least for now. And this picture tells it all. He has received his flowers, and he ain't coming back. Maybe on the final episode we get to see him again, but as of right now, he's not coming back because of this picture. Kudos to Evil Greenhouse Man and his clone. You did a great job. Well deserved. Thank you. Thank you for entertaining me and the other Kamen Rider fans. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. I try to keep it short, but this episode had a lot to I had a lot to discuss. So hopefully this video isn't too long, but if it is, I do apologize. I try my best to keep it short and sweet, but I had lots to say. So thank you so much for listening. Also, let me know, did you like episode 36? Did you dislike it? And if so, what would you change? Also, did I miss anything? Because even though I have my notes with me, I sometimes forget some things. So please, if I forget anything at all, just comment down below and we'll discuss. And please give a like if you like it, and please subscribe. And if you didn't like this video, thanks anyway. And just listening towards the very end, I really appreciate it. Oh my god, guys, we have 14 episodes left until the season finale of Kamen Rider Geats, or series finale of Kamen Rider Geats. Either way, 14 episodes away, my god. And we have the final form yet to reveal, and around this time too, around June, Toei Studios is gonna announce the next Kamen Rider to replace Geats. Oh man, it's gonna suck when Geats goes, but all good things must come to an end, guys. 14 episodes left. Let us savor the moment while it lasts. Alright, kiddos, I'll see you all on the other side of oblivion. Johnny!